One day, you might see me in a whole new way. One day, but still I see that I'm the same OJ. One day, you might.
You get things because you prove that you can do work. And ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking connections. And I'm telling you, I'm living proof of that. Literally. Like there has been nothing of exceptional value that connections has fucking got me. Nothing. Everything I've gotten is because of me. Literally. And I use the tools in front of me. But leaning on somebody? No. Nothing. Like that is probably the biggest crock of shit too. Like if you want to work for a motherfucker and not get the lion's share of the money, yes, you will need connections. You know, because they need that. But if you really want to be like a boss and own the shit, nah.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. Y'all already know the Most High done woke us up this morning. Let's take this opportunity to be great, you know what I'm saying? About to go get me a quick workout in. But real quick, though, I wanted y'all to see that clip, you know what I mean? Because Dorian could not be more correct. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dorian at Group 82, man, because listen, that shit is overrated. You know, I've wasted a lot of time trying to find connections until I realized that I was the connect. You know, a lot of people, man, just think that that's the way to go, not even realizing that they could be their own plug, their own connect. You know what I'm saying? But instead, they waste a bunch of time like I did looking for connections until I woke up. You know what I mean? It's no way I would have been able to get half the shit done that I did musically just looking and hoping for connections. Like I said, you could waste a lot of time away doing that. So I want y'all to dump that whole mindset that you need a connect. You know what I mean? That shit is overrated. Now, like Dorian said, if you looking to work for somebody, you know what I mean, and not wanting to get the lion's share of the money, then go ahead, go look for a connect. You know what I mean? All you doing is lining yourself up to work for somebody. You're not looking to be a boss. You know what I mean? You looking for somebody to where you gonna have to kiss their ass. You're gonna have to kiss their ass. You're gonna have to work for them. And listen, man, that is not the mentality to have if you want to win out here. That's not. You know, everybody looking for the connect. Everybody need the connect. Everybody looking for the plug. Nigga, you are the plug. If you put in the work, if you apply yourself. But a lot of the times we don't want that. We want the shortcuts. We want the handouts. And that's what I want y'all to understand too. When you looking for connections, bro, a lot of the times, man, that's just a step under looking for an actual handout. Real talk. When you need connections, you need the plug. I need the plug. Nigga, you could be the plug. You wasted so much time looking for these connections, you didn't even realize that you could do a lot of those things yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I did. Listen, man, I done dropped 7 albums, 8 with some that I didn't even put out, with one that I didn't even put out. But I had to be the one that did the artwork. You know what I mean? I had to go find the photographer. I couldn't wait for nobody else. I went and found a photographer. Hell, I even took my own pictures sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I had to go out there and find a decent studio to be at. I didn't look for a connection where I gotta ask somebody, hey man, you know what, man, can you connect me with a studio? No, you could do that yourself. You go find that. You know what? If you ain't got to pay a motherfucker to make that artwork and you can learn how to do it, you do it. You know, in a lot of these cases, man, with different things in life, man, you got so many dudes just sitting around right now waiting for a plug, waiting for a handout, waiting for a connection, and wasting a shit ton of time when they could have learned that same shit in the time that they used, but instead they sat dormant. You know what I mean? They sat there waiting, man, and I don't want y'all to do that shit. You're gonna waste a lot of time doing that, just looking for a motherfucker to help you out. You know what I mean? Looking for a motherfucker to help you out. And then when you find that, you ain't gonna even be the one that's making all of the money because you wanted to connect. You needed a connect. You needed the plug when you could have been your own plug. You know what I'm saying? You could have been your own plug, but everybody want to find that Sosa. Everybody want to find this person, that person that could front them something. You know what I mean? Instead of going at it like a boss and saying, fuck that, I'm gonna get this on my own. I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna find my own way. I'm gonna create my own opportunity. So we gotta dump that whole mindset in anything that we doing in life and become our own connections so we can get that lion's share of the money. So we can get that bulk of the money and don't have to depend on the next person. Because like I said, looking for a connection and a plug, that's a step under from you asking for a handout. But what you gonna be doing when you find it? You gonna be kissing their ass. You gonna be relying on them. You gonna be hoping and wishing that they could help you out. And you could be waiting forever to find that person. You could be waiting for, you could be looking for that connection forever. And by that time, you could have been your own connect. So you just sat around waiting and didn't even, some motherfuckers got the nerve to not even be working while they doing that shit. Some of y'all got the nerve to step to the plug without even having the money, without even guaranteeing that you gonna bring some value to them. You know what I mean? Y'all looking for connections with no work lined up. You know what I mean? And they looking at you with what you got to offer. How long you been waiting for a connect, looking for a connect? What have you done in that past time? Nothing. You ain't got no albums. You ain't got no artwork. You ain't got no business plan together. You ain't got no t-shirts made, no designs made. You just looking for somebody to do all of these things for you. We got to snap out of that shit. We can't be doing that. We can't be looking. Listen, man, if you on this journey, bro, you already taking your life into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to carry this mentality with everything. You already a boss. You bossing up in your own life. So guess what? On this journey, you gonna carry that off into other sections of your life. You know what I mean? Because this ain't something that you just sat around waiting for. You gonna have that energy and ambition to get out there and go get it on your own. But you gotta make sure you doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be on this journey but still have that I need connections mentality. That's not gonna help you along the way. That's not gonna help you boss up. That's not gonna lead to your success right there. That's like y'all, right? That's like y'all being on no fap and semen retention, right? But y'all waiting for me to put out a video, but just because I ain't put out no more videos, you stop retaining because you was relying on this connection. You was relying on the videos to push you. You can't rely on the videos to push you. You gotta push you. Like I said, you gotta be your plug. You gotta be your plug. You know what I mean? Even if this shit stopped, hell, I would start making my own videos and listen to them so I could make my promises to myself that I'm going to continue on this road. You know what I'm saying? Because that's damn near what I'm doing anyways. I became my own motivation. You know what I'm saying? When I look in this camera, I'm going to become my own motivation so I could listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I ain't got nothing else, then guess what? I'm going to revert back to this. I'm going to go look up what I did already and watch these videos to keep me going. But you got to think about that throughout life, man. You don't want to have to lean on somebody, like Dorian said, because you looking for a person to lean on. You looking for that plug that's going to front me something, tell me something, give me direction. Listen, we grown-ass men over here, dog. We grown-ass men. We don't need to lean on nobody. We gonna create our own way if it ain't no way. We ain't about to go beg nobody for no connections. We ain't about to we ain't about to sit there and wait for no connection. We ain't gonna wait for no plug. We ain't gonna do none of that. We gonna become our own plug out here. We gonna become our own plug. It's a squadron of niggas out here right now that's sitting around waiting for a handout, waiting for direction like a hoe. You know what I mean? And I mean like a hoe on the stroll. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the pimps used to do back then. The pimps used to find the hoes that had no direction in their life. So guess what? I'm gonna bring you in to my team, to my life, and I'm gonna give you direction like a hoe. That's what it sound like when you out here looking for connections and plugs. You sound like a nigga, you sound like a hoe that need direction. You need to be told what to do out here. Ain't nothing boss about that. Ain't nothing boss about that. That's why I like this journey right here, because we made the decision to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? We did this shit. No matter what way you cut it, no matter how you got motivated to do this shit, guess what? You seen some shit and you had to spring into action and actually do it. Can't nobody hold your hand on this journey. Can't nobody do it. No matter what, you gonna have to be the one that put your left foot in front of your right and get to walking that walk. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking that talk. Not sitting around waiting for somebody to push you. Not leaning on somebody to help you. Ain't no help in this shit. Ain't no help when it come to success. Listen, all we got is the Most High to look up to and the motivation around us, like looking at our kids, looking at our circumstances where we live at. You know what I mean? We got to be that one to do that. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody going to help us out of the holes that we was in. So guess what? We going to have to be the ones to dig ourselves out of that shit. But you ain't gonna be able to do that. You not gonna do it if you waiting for a connection. It's niggas that need connections for everything too. You realize that? It's niggas that's just not self-sufficient. They can't even rely on themselves to get shit done. That's what it sounds like when you always need a connection. Like, damn dog, you need a connection for everything. Everything. You always looking for the connection for a ride. You always looking for the connections at the grocery store. You always looking for a connection for the gym. You need a connect and a shortcut for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really niggas out here like that too, man. So you can't be that one, man. Because real talk, man, it be sounding like some bum ass shit. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with a motherfucker helping you, but goddamn it, be helping yourself. Be helping yourself. You know what I mean? Before you just sit around and be waiting for a motherfucker to help you, be helping yourself in that process. And then when you helping yourself, I want y'all to understand this before I go. I already told you, when you out here putting in work, when you helping yourself, the universe will start to work for you. And then you will run into those connections. The Most High will plug you. That is the only plug you need, is the Most High in yourself. Nothing else. Nothing else. The only plugs you need is the Most High and yourself. And I guarantee you will run into the necessary people that is going to catapult you to where you're trying to go. That will give you that push to get to where you're trying to go. And I'm telling you, you're going to run into it when you least expect it, because you already got the ball rolling. You already started putting in that work, so the universe gonna work for you. When you putting in the work, that's when the Most High in the universe work for you. It's gonna send things your way, and y'all gonna meet right in the middle. But if your ass just sitting still, man, shit, I'm just, man, hoping somebody, man, come through, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm on, you know what I mean? I need the plug, man. I just, you know what I mean? I need the connections, man. It's who you know and all that bullshit. Nah, bro, it ain't who you know, it's how you work. It ain't who you know, it's how you work. When you got the work, guess what? Listen, bro, you got all of the shit you need. You got the keys already. You got the bread. When you got the work, you got the bread. You got the work, you got the keys. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to understand moving forward, man. It's a lot of people sitting around waiting for them handouts, waiting for them connections, waiting for them plugs. Years on top of years. And in that time, they could have been their own boss already. So don't let that be you, all right? And that's my word, man. My name Sinn, it's Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to